Welcome back to another Wednesday night stream. It's me, your boy, GTV Live, back with some more Planet Coaster. That's right, gamers. Tonight is not a showcase. We're getting back to building. We're going to be working on Oakwood Point. This is the new theme park that we started about 2 weeks ago-ish. I've made a lot of progress offline, and I've got a good plan for tonight. So I'll go ahead and we won't delay this any further. We'll jump right into it. So this is Oakwood Point for those of you who don't remember. I'm kind of going for like a standard theme park vibe. So I'm trying to keep that in mind as I'm like going along it. And then so we got a big parking lot here. I've made a lot of progress. First of all, I've made a lot of progress on this entryway. Added some more lights and flags and stuff going down here. And then the medieval section is coming along nicely. I've gone ahead and added... Oh, sorry, the camera glitched out and messed everything up. I went ahead and added cross beams to a lot of these buildings, added framework and stuff and all of the windows and decorations. So we've got this tower. These are mainly just foundations. So kind of this way I can kind of have an idea of how the buildings are going to be shaped as I'm going along. What's up, Crazy Emma? Welcome, welcome. I hope your Wednesday is going well. So now that we have these foundations done, I think we should be good to build a roller coaster in this medieval section. Now that I kind of know where the buildings are going to be, because the reason I've been delaying building a roller coaster in here is I didn't want the roller coaster to box in how I'm able to theme the area, if that makes sense. Like I didn't want to put a big roller coaster track like coming through here and be like, oh, well, now I can't build this big 3-story inn that this foundation's eventually going to be because there's a roller coaster track going through it. Took the driving test finally. Congratulations. How'd you do? Plan for tonight. So over here, one thing I did off stream is I went ahead and built the second half of this Arrow corkscrew coaster. Pretty simple second half. Kind of twists down here into a corkscrew, goes down and around, comes up, and then does a tight helix here to sort of finish it off. So pretty solid layout, pretty classic old style looping coaster like this. So we need to build a station for it now that it's finished, and then we need to connect this photo booth to it as well, and then we'll work on the medieval coaster. So that's kind of the plan. You passed? Congratulations! That's exciting. Driving's super fun. I'm a big driving fan. Before I build the station, let's go ahead and do a little ride through so you guys can vibe it out. That verb made no sense in this context, but it's what I used. Whoa. I love the way that drop looks. Oh, it looks like you're gonna crash into the wooden coaster. Then coming through this section when one of the wooden trains is in the second half is really exciting. A lot of tight twists with the wooden coaster. Good interactions and flybys. We'll get lucky with the second half. Twist right down. Corkscrew. And a little bit of a wave turn. Then down into the last turnaround. That ride's going crazy. Sorry, I got distracted there. So yeah, that's our looping coaster. I'll probably theme it to like a sword, because this one's themed to a dragon. So having this steel one themed to like a sword, I feel like that makes sense. So for the actual station itself, this is what we did over here. I think more of like an old style canopy type deal. So we'll go. What have we been using? Castle? Okay, Viking stone. Is that what we used? Yeah, no, this is what I wanted. The rough brick. building. Uh, will it not let me? Okay, cool. I guess I gotta get it from the browser, but that's fine because I know which one it is now. Rough. This guy. There. Boom. Boom. Okay. We'll go ahead and move this. There's fine. Except I want it to be out one more. And this will keep the walls from phasing through the station. Epic. Come here. Go to plaster. Not that. Ah, here it is. Lime plaster. Ah, here we go. This guy. Gotta make it the right color. Oh, we're using stucco. Okay, well, get rid of this then. Go to stucco. So, maybe not that high. Okay, yeah. Over here. Easy. Easy. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. There. Easy. That. Boom. Okay. I think that works. I'll probably do the same banister style. We're gonna alter it a bit. Maybe, maybe if we did... I feel like it needs to be a bit more solid. This is the color. This is the color I want. Thank you. Back over here. Apply it. Easy. Here. Easy. Then I think we're gonna have to do... Looks about right. Yep. Cool. Got all that set up. And almost done, gamers. Almost done. I just want to get the basic shape. I won't bother going in and adding all the cross beams quite yet. But at least the main beam structure. There's the right wood. Is that big enough? Maybe. Okay, yeah, that's big enough. Where to go? There it is. A little bit further in. There. Okay. And now coming in here. Theoretically, that should be about center. We'll find out later when we add the roof. Okay, speaking of roof, let's go ahead and add the roof now. Yeah. Hang on. Go here. Ooh. And same thing on the other side. Okay, well that's a problem, but one that's easily fixed. Cool. Here. Right there. I'm happy with that. Yo, what's up, Robo? Welcome, welcome. Hope your week's been going good. You'll be fine, Robo. Remember, it's all temporary. It'll be done before you know it. And then... No, I won't say that. That'll be discouraging. Oh, hell yeah, dude. What am I looking for? This. Here. Go right here. This. That should be good. Well, I've always said I wasn't going to do all these cross beams, and then here I am. I was talking about the ones on the wall. These are structural, so these are kind of important. I've experimented with that, Robo, but they don't really do super well. My channel's too, like, disassociated from Planet Coaster specifically for the POVs to really have an audience on the channel. So... It's one of those things where it's like, it's way better for SEO and then just for channel growth in general for me to post the other shorts that I'm working on. So I'm just going to focus on doing those rather than doing the POVs. But, I will say all of the parks we work on stream, when they're done, do get uploaded to the Frontier Workshop. And I might start uploading these as we work on them. I don't know, though. I haven't really thought about it. But, so if there's, like, the park we showcased last night, that's available on my workshop. And also the other parks that we did in the showcase a few months ago at this point now. Those are all in the workshop as well, so... There we go. I think that looks fine. As like a general structure, that looks fine. It's not really themed or anything, but it's a good start. What railings have we been using? Okay, yeah, I thought so. Maybe like right there. Although we need different color. There we go. And also, these need banisters, just because they're right up against the roller coaster. Okay. So that is the exit. So I'm thinking for the entrance, we're gonna go this guy. back here. I can't wait until we get square queue paths. And this is gonna be the... This is either gonna be inside a building or I'll build like supports and stuff for it. I haven't quite decided yet. Here, down here, and then now we gotta go from the reverse. I bet everything looks fine to me. Looping 2, you're open, and I will decide on the color now. Like I said, I'm gonna theme it to a sword. Let me get a good look at the actual coaster track. There we go. Yeah. That looks cool. That looks cool. Shoot, I meant to open it. Shit. Thank you, Robo. I'm very happy with how this park's coming along so far, personally. I'm gonna want to theme this train. So let's do... This is gonna be like silver. This blue should be this dark carmine. This should be the black. This should be the black. This should be the carmine. And this should be the black. This should be a darker gray. Maybe like... Yeah, kind of like that off-white gray. And then... just like that. Smooth settings, symmetry type, none. Apply to all trains. Put this here. Looks about center, I would say. Add objects, shield. We'll do this guy. Wait, no, it needs to be the same shield as the one of these. So that's the green one. Okay, so that's not this one, not this one. No, 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 no. Yeah, this one. It'll be a fun little Easter egg. So we've got that. Then scale these down. That works for me. Symmetry type, mirrored. Thank you. Twinning. No. But do apply it to all trains. Go ahead and... These ones. Then... These ones. And maybe put these... Lord. Way down. Okay. It's about like the same angle. Like, I guess it's not the same goal. Okay, never mind. Kind of making this up as I go along, gamers. So, bear with me. Here. Okay, that works. That works. Symmetry type. Wind. Is that working? Yeah, twin and then symmetry type mirrored. There we go. Apply to all trains. Boom. Okay. So we've got those. Scenery. Attached to looping 2. Attention looping 2. Come in looping 2. We're attaching. Let's see. Throw that there. I'm gonna make the wood. Is that obtrusive? It is a bit. Just like that. And then same over here. Trying to get right angle. Okay. Twinning. Twinned. Oh. Uh-oh. So I can't twin it without it appearing on the front. Okay, then maybe we shouldn't do that. Let's see. I'm trying just to add like some smaller touches here and there. Firm. Firm. Yeah. Got that. Then. Why did I do that? Attach scenery. Add objects. What do I want to... This is difficult. I know I'm going to put a lantern at the front, so let's go ahead and just grab that. No need to dilly or dally. It's too long. There we go. Put it vertical, straight up and down. There we go. I'm happy with that. Except that lantern's only on this one, so let's I'm not happy with that. Attach scenery. All. There we go. There we go. Alright, people finally come over there. What's up, motherboard? Want to play that game so badly? This game? I'm assuming you mean this game, because I don't think I mentioned the game. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I would recommend if you're able. I think that's all good. Oh. Hold on. Multiple things are actually not good. This needs power. These all need power. I can't open. That's why the roller coaster's not working. Facilities. This guy. Need to connect them. Here we go. I also need to put down more just energy supply. There we go. Gotta keep our park running. So that's good. And then now we come in here, open up this guy, connect to... Oh, we need to connect a ride camera. Uh-oh. Okay, where do we want this? To come down here. Be right up here. Be right here. Yeah. Okay. Come like this. We get a bit of the park in the background. I'll have to figure out a way to get that up there, but we can do it. We can do that. Okay. Here we go. So now that that's settled, now we should be able to connect ride here, confirmed. And now that that's all connected, we can go in here. I guess it's connecting. Okay, we'll leave them that. I'm actually gonna... take these. Add to building 8. Up. Line them up as best we can. And then, shit. This guy. Change image. Oh, I guess we have to wait for it to go through. Oh. Oh, okay. Oh, shit. Alright, we're fine. Staff. We need to rehire. Speaking of staff, I think I need to put down a staff building as well. So I'm actually just gonna... here. Copy right there. We only... wouldn't it? Go. Only. Boom. Easy. Then once this goes through the ride cycle once and hits that camera, we'll be able to attach those screens to it just to display the ride photos as well, just to make it a bit more engaging. So this is pretty much done, at least as far as like major developments. We do need to put a building here. So I'm going to go ahead and actually make the foundation for that real quick, just so I don't forget. Foundation's pretty... I can do a pretty quick and dirty foundation at this point. Like a incredibly busy drag performer or something. You know? You gotta do a... Sometimes you gotta do a quick and dirty foundation job, you know? The show's tonight. People are out there waiting. You can't dead drop if your contouring is off. It will fuck everything up. We all know this. Alright, good enough for me. Yeah, I love when you open a new roller coaster, especially like this park's pretty small right now. It's all very much contained to just this area. So whenever I open a new ride or a new coaster, there's just like a parade of people going towards it. It's really funny. But now that that coaster is situated and out of the way, we can move on to a new one. We're gonna put the station right back here. And I think... I'm trying to like envision how the track is gonna look in this section. That's gonna help me figure out what type of coaster I build. Spin coaster would be interesting in this section. As soon as I said that, I really liked that idea. We're gonna do an extreme. Is this the right one? No, that's the wrong one. We want this one. Yeah. Put it right up here. Right up against the church. And I think I'm just gonna do like a standard deck for like the station, pretty much. Okay. This is gonna be interesting. What's up, One Shot? Here to sell my park again? I'm confused as what you're trying to communicate, One Shot. Oh shit, we don't want auto tunnel. Auto tunnel off. Auto tunnel off. I always have to do the theming first because I explained this earlier, but essentially I don't like boxing myself in with coaster track everywhere. Message retracted. I'm gonna have to make merch into that. I've had so many, because Mason and my other mods come in here and fight all the time and they retract their messages because they think it's funny. Lots of holding. I need it to be at least like 46 feet, I think. We're gonna have to do this. We're gonna have to pull it back. Maybe back it up. Bam. You want to make your own coaster in this game called the Oh No place where people get smushed in. So many of those. I've seen many of those in my TikTok recommended. Yeah, probably should have an optional catwalk for this bit. Where's block section mode? There it is. That's cutting it a bit close. Let's see. Yeah, that's cutting it a bit close. But we'll have to rotate it as well. But I think I can make that work. Let's watch it. G-forces are going to be the most important thing. Okay. Okay. Normal amount of G's. You haven't played Planet Coaster yet? Y'all need to get on that. Unless you can't. Because I could see many situations in which you couldn't. But I would recommend it. I'm not being paid by them or anything. But I would definitely recommend giving it a try. Especially if you like roller coasters. I mean, the way I started doing this was just kind of building coasters I wanted to ride in real life that didn't exist. Just kind of thinking like, or building like roller coasters that I can't ride because they don't exist in my area. So like I built a lot of like single rails, a lot of flying coasters, a lot of wing coasters starting out. So we don't have any of those at either of my home parks. Although, Hershey Park isn't really my home park. It's just kind of like, hey, this one's also nearby. It's close enough for a day trip, and I grew up going there, so I count it. A lot of people just got absolutely screwed up, but it's okay. What's the clearance with these chains is the other thing I didn't check. Okay, plenty of clearance. Uh-oh. That breaks it. Sorry, guys. I'm also gonna have to do a couple things. Okay. So these, I'm gonna lock spinning. Well, not lock spinning, but limit spinning to like 96. That way it's not like crazy. Then for this guy, I'm gonna lock spinning. That way you're not just like free spinning in the back seat like crazy there. Got this. Okay, 3 Gs is a bit much. We'll have to move this tower, but that should be pretty easy. We'll actually just delete this back half. That doesn't really matter too much. I'm just rethinking this a bit. Max spin rate's pretty low. My worry is it going way too high. One lateral's a bit much. Okay, all of this rain and all of this water around, I really need to use the restroom. All right, gamers. So I'll be right back. I'm gonna go take a bathroom break, and I'll catch you guys in a second. BRB. All right, gamers, we back. I thought about it, and I don't think a spinning coaster is gonna work in this area, because I was trying to picture how it would go along. So I think what we're gonna do is one of these family launch coasters, and we can add some cool theming to the trains itself, and I think that's gonna suit this area a lot better. Where is it? Where's that guy? Where did it go? Am I stupid? Why can't I? Why am I not seeing it? Am I dumb? Where's... Am I, like, stupid? Where the fuck is this coast? Here it is. Good God. Okay. I kind of do the same deal. A little bit of breathing room. This one doesn't have a holding section, so we'll just need to remember to do mid quarters. Which, can one of these... This building could actually probably house the mid-course section right here. Or this building, too. I think that's what I'll probably do, is house maybe in this building. Maybe have it break through here. I don't know, but it's definitely an option. Just like that. That's a little too tight. We need to have it come out of it more. There we go. Go up at like 26. 16. Go up to the middle. Right here. Come down. We're only going to be going like 13 miles an hour. So we need to get right into that second launch immediately. Oh wow, that has a lot more speed going up this hill than I thought. You might almost say it's running up this hill with how fast it's going. Now, if only I could find a way to make a deal with God. Okay, I'll stop. Let's see. Is there a way to just move this? Okay, there's not a way to just move this whole apparatus to the left. Okay, that's a lot more exciting, I think, of an opener. Yay, okay. Throw this here. You're waiting for me to stop showing my indoor park before you... Why? Why? That was the whole stream. You realize that, right? The entire stream last night was me showing off my indoor park. What do you mean you were waiting for me to stop to say something super off topic? When has that ever stopped you? I would have loved to riff off of something last night. Oh, fair. should have just been like, nobody gives a shit. Listen to what I have to say. Oh, fuck. We lost someone. I saw him go into the water, and I don't see him coming out. This may be way too tight of an upturn, but if I can get it to work, this is rad. Okay, it didn't hit 4 Gs. I'm calling that acceptable. Five and a half. Actually, yeah, no. All in the zeros, what I love to see. And obviously, we're going to need to change the color of these supports. Actually, no. Have it bust through. That might be a bit too complicated. I knew that building a coaster in this space was going to be challenging, but this is proving to be a little bit more difficult than I thought. That's kind of a crazy spiral. I think it would serve us have this come a bit further out. Okay. So that's right, this moves. I forgot that this moves. So I'll need to think. Oh, something about the Velcro? Oh, I love talking about the Velcro. Shout out Ballistic97 on YouTube and Twitch. I think he's still on Twitch, right? I believe so. I can't remember if he made the switch after I did or not. That's too tight. Way too tight. How many? 56? 56 divided by 3 is... Yeah, we'll do... 56 is divisible by 3, but 57 is. So we'll do 57. That would be 19? 19 plus 19 is 36. Or 19 plus 19 is 38. Plus 19 is 50. Yeah. So around... So... The... 33 should be good. This... Ooh, 20. Boom. Maybe up a little bit more. Hopefully you guys could kind of tell what I'm trying to do with this. I'm going to try a different approach. Gotta do a bit different. that's cutting it a bit close, but I'm comfortable. Okay. We just gotta change the angle of entry a bit. Try 2 degrees. Might need to be 3. Nope. 2 works. Yeah, we'll need to add some trims. I need to see how fast it's going when it hits this. It's going 50 miles an hour, so maybe like 48. Like 40. Try 45. And let's see how this looks. It's not going to be super smooth, but we can at least get an idea for how it flows. That's fun. Okay. I think we can be going a little bit faster through there. I think my gut feeling of 47 was pretty accurate. So that's part 1. Right? Or should part 1 be longer? Maybe we don't put a block section here. Maybe we do something else. Got 30 miles an hour to play with. What if I did boom, then... Bye-bye, light. It was fun while it lasted. Aye. Sticking out, damn it. What? I can't make it go upside down? I have extended track limits on, do I not? That didn't affect the old game. What the fuck? Accessibility, construction. Hold on, maybe it's a sandbox setting. Flat rides. Ah, why was extend track limits off? That's stupid. There we go. Also, I realized that we need to be turning left, or turning right instead of left, so need to do it the other way. Meaning when we come out of this tunnel. That there. Down. Ah, free. Okay. Here it comes. A tight squeeze, but not one that this coaster can't handle. Okay. Then we gotta go back to this. Boom. Trying to think if maybe I want to put the second block section here, but I don't want to block like this whole lake view. I mean, this part's fine because it's kind of really low down, but this is kind of a jumbled mess, which we could put like a building here to kind of hide that. But it's just a matter of like, where do I want this block section to be? Like maybe, oh, we're thinking about this all wrong. Yeah, we'll definitely have to do edits to this building, but I have an idea. I don't know if it's gonna work. And again, I'm hesitant to do this because I don't like boxing in the style of building I can make. I think I can have it. Because this is eventually going to be a building. So if we have it wrap through here. Yeah, obviously we'll need to slow it down quite significantly coming into here. But that creates the block zone. And then you can literally just have it here. And a launch into a dive. And this will give us plenty of... This should, in theory, give us plenty of momentum to get back to the station. I didn't get to check the laterals, but... Okay. Got it like that. Pretty good so far. I'm not sold on it. I'm not sold on this design, guys. I'm not sold. I'm sold on this part of the layout. Sold on everything up to this point. Like somewhere along the line, a mistake was made. I feel like the second launch, you know, having it here is pretty fine. Maybe we just... Okay. We can redesign this building. This one. This is just a foundation. I think we're gonna do this. This is all gonna be one building. Just the big building line. That's why it's not going that fast. There we go. Good G's. Good G's all around. It could actually be a lot shorter. That. All right, wait for it. Still good G's. And really good speed coming down through here. I think we can do a little speed hill. Just like this. It needs to stay back here a bit longer. A little bit shorter. 1, 2, 3. This. I don't know if yeah, we'll do a double up through the church. You know, a little heavenly double up. Okay, here it comes. It's a bit hectic, but I think if we just do this little move, that should help it out a bit. Yeah, we'll do a barrel roll right over the... We'll do a barrel roll right over the station. Why not? Three. 80. 236. 56. There it goes. Got the first half, the second half. I think maybe I'll have it. It looks like it might be a little crazy, but we'll see. That, and we're gonna go get that. Went a little Porky Pig there. We're gonna go inside this building here. Okay. How we're gonna get out of this building, I don't know. But we're going inside of it, and we'll see where we end up. G-force on this seems kind of insane, so I think we need to redo this. We'll do it by the 4s, the way we're supposed to. Seems we have more speed than I anticipated coming through that. Okay, yeah, that's too crazy. I thought we would have a little bit less speed coming up here, but I guess not. This. Go up here. Go down here. And go down here. Okay. Wait for it. Perfect. So now that we're in here, I'm thinking 1, 2. Go 3, 5. That's kind of a crazy turn. But I think if I do it right, we should be good to push it out like this. Definitely have to get rid of this little chunk here. But I'm less worried about the edits we need to make to the buildings than I am about the... Yeah, it's way too tight. 4 G-forces is crazy. We'll just do just enough to get us up and out of this building up here. Boom. And we'll have to obviously do a lot of supports and stuff. Again, we just have like way too much speed coming through here. Like, I think that's the main issue. I think what we gotta do is we got a friction brake. Target speed 30. L. again, that's still kind of like a crazy upward spike. But I would like to get this to work somehow. If possible. Go crazy. Okay. That's better. And now we can have it come down like this. Boom. Just like this. Just like this. Then this. Okay. I like that so far. Okay, G's aren't crazy, so I'm happy with that. Make it come up. I'd like it to be a bit more. One. Here. Let's just see how this looks. It's gonna be unsmoothed and terrible, but we'll see. Ah. Okay. I'm pretty happy with that. So now we're here. So we need to get it back over here now. Oh, we kind of fucked ourselves. All that work, and there's no feasible way for us to even get it back. I might have to completely rethink this. I think I need to completely rethink how I'm doing this whole thing. It's kind of sad to see this all go away, but it's necessary. Okay. All right. I'm going to workshop this design. It's 8:45. I'm going to call it there, gamers. We'll go ahead and let's lay the foundation. Let's lay the foundation. I'm going to lay the foundation and then we'll probably call it there because I do not have time to finish this coaster from square one tonight. But I think starting this coaster from square one is a necessary evil. We'll put it there. Straight into a launch, turn, launch, and we'll have a lot more room to kind of work with it, I think. Got that there, and then our return brake run is going to be a little interesting. We'll have it at like 5 degrees, 26, maybe 20. Be interesting to put it in there, but that's not really workable. Needs to be higher. Okay, gotta check sight lines. Okay. That lines up pretty well with the portcullis, leaving like this entryway open. Okay, I would call that unobtrusive. Especially once we change the color to make it fit the theme a bit more. So go ahead and okay. I'm calling that good. So, with that, I will say thank you guys so much for watching. I will be back Friday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Remember, this upcoming Friday is First Friday, so it's going to be 8 p.m., not 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Definitely come check that out. We're going to be playing Peak with some other friends. It's going to be a good time. You're not going to want to miss it. And the best way to make sure you don't miss anything, streams or otherwise, is, of course, to subscribe and hit the notification bell. You'll be notified every time I go live and every time I upload a new video. I'm live 4 times a week: Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. I upload a new video every weekend. This past weekend was Subnautica Part 5. Finally got that Cyclops built, so definitely go check that out. This upcoming weekend is going to be Guilty as Socked. That's a First Friday stream from July, so definitely come. You're not going to want to miss that video. It's very, very funny. Very good game. And I'm very happy with how it's coming together. So you're not going to want to miss those. Make sure you like the videos, like the streams. Helps them do well in the algorithm. Helps them get seen by more people. Helps the channel grow. And it helps me be happy. So go ahead, do all those things. And yeah, that's all I got for you. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your week. And I'll catch you guys all on the next stream. Stay sponge, gamers.